Hello class, and welcome to my individual presentation. My name is Matthew Rainford, and today I will be discussing privacy in the workplace for CGS 3095 in spring of 2023. We will be looking at the overview detailing what will be discussed throughout the presentation. Topics to be discussed include exploring how privacy in the workplace is integrated within the work community, detailing current systems, and having a look at what exactly defines privacy in the workplace. Second, understanding what rights employees have in the workplace. Third is to inspect current privacy debates by contrasting employee and employer's protection of confidentiality within the workplace. Fourth, examining global issues in the US and Europe to date that were created through the rise of technology and ethical issues within the workplace that invades personal privacy and threatens employee discretion. Fifth, analyzing global improvements to enhance employee privacy and proposing better ethical standards throughout the workplace, while also contrasting ethical and unethical practices in the workplace. Introduction: Privacy in the workplace. What defines privacy in the workplace? Privacy in the workplace is the right of an employee to keep personal information and activities away from their employer or coworkers. It involves limitations on collection, use, and exposure of personal information by employers, as well as policies and procedures to protect employee information. Employers also have a responsibility to respect the privacy of their employees and are expected to always implement moral and ethical standards. Privacy in the workplace is integrated through organizationals, establishing policies and procedures that govern how employee information is handled and protected. These policies outline the type of information that may be collected, how it will be used, who has access to it, and how it is protected. Employers must obtain explicit consent from employees, limit access to employee information, and implement security measures. The current incorporation of technology into the workplace has sophisticated rules and monitoring systems that can lead to streamlined processes, but can also compromise confidentiality and ethical standards. Some practices are criticized for being unethical and violating employee right to privacy, which can cause interference within the workplace and cause illegal trouble for the employer. Employee rights. Employee rights refer to the legal and ethical entitlements that employees have in the workplace. Here are some common employee rights: right to keep personal possession, right to the protection of personal information. Disclosure of an employee's medical information should be kept confidential. This right derived from a governmental law that was passed on May 21st, 2008, which is an important law for privacy in the workplace. It is called the Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act. In the present day, employee rights have advanced, giving each employee protection from any type of discrimination and equal pay among all in the US. Out of these listings, one of the most important employee rights is privacy in the workplace, as it is essential for maintaining a positive work environment. Employees are more productive when their privacy is respected, as they are less likely to be distracted or demotivated. Going back to the matter in hand, what can be said is that although there are multiple employees' rights in place, it is a different matter regarding the privacy of an employee due to technological advances. Now we will look at privacy issues involving the employee and employer. While legal frameworks are in place to protect employee rights, workplace violations of employee privacy are common due to a lack of clarity regarding what information is considered confidential. A counter-argument is in place deeming employees to share information excessively, but expected to remain confidential at work. Due to the current issues that employers and employees articulate when promoting workplace privacy, the baseline is that both sides are responsible for promoting employees' privacy rights in the workplace. Employees must be informed of sufficient practices in the workplace that might compromise their privacy, and the employer must provide and promote employees' privacy in a clear method that keeps the employee respected and work performance adequate. Now, we will look at the global and ethical issues presented in the workplace. Global approaches to privacy law issues in the workplace involve extensive global developments that raise privacy concerns, further indicating a violation of employee privacy rights under the law. Workplaces have adopted modern employee monitoring and surveillance technologies due to technological advancements. During this research, a question that has emerged is who is better situated to handle privacy laws? With the United States and Europe having similar issues regarding privacy laws in the workplace, the main factor that contributed to this dilemma are technological advances. Both countries have adopted privacy practices in the workplace, but the results for employee privacy protection vary. Europe has a comprehensive law regulation employee privacy, while the US lacks a legal framework. The European Union's General Data Protection Regulation has more clearly defined privacy protection frameworks than the United States, where organizations set their own rules. The expanding influence of artificial intelligence in the workplace also poses a global problem for workplace privacy laws. During an evaluation of several AI algorithms were found that can be used to capture and analyze employee data without their knowledge. Concerns about the information being shared remain unresolved, presenting a novel issue regarding the violation of workplace privacy laws. Ethical issues. The virtues ethical theory places an emphasis on virtuous characteristics that promote employee privacy. Therefore, privacy laws cannot be considered unethical when presented in a transparent and accountable manner. However, it becomes unethical when employers conduct officer-monitored data collection without consent in the workplace. For example, if the organization happened to be checking cameras and realized the employee was violating a rule while off task, the employee is at fault, but the act is still unethical. The same can be said for one of the biggest issues in the United States at this time, minimum wage. Minimum wage is unethical if workers are struggling to make ends meet and the company is making profits, but it's legal under state laws. After discussing global and ethical issues, we will now analyze propositions to create a better platform to have fair and better privacy laws integrated into today's global society and contrasting the global and ethical issues with improvements. Uncertain workplace privacy laws are a disputable aspect of the promotion of employee privacy rights. Therefore, strong legal standards regarding employee rights and privacy protection in the workplace will be a viable global enhancement that would regulate privacy laws in the workplace. Also, the United States can improve on their end by establishing a comprehensive legal framework, as seen in Europe's privacy practices, and that would be advantageous because it would provide a better system of guidelines for employee rights in the workplace. While efforts continue to be developed to prevent data theft, comparable practices should be required for employee data in the workplace. Employers are not adequately protecting employee information. It is essential to develop data protection measures, such as encryptions, for use in various environments to enhance employee privacy. It may be an intricate task to implement this to multiple organizational networks, but it is a step in the right direction. Ethical improvements. Adopting ethical privacy standards in the workplace would reduce privacy violations. Employees and employers should respect each other's privacy, with consent and without oppression. According to the virtues ethical theory, the employer's moral intent should be plain and unmistakable. Ethical considerations should be taken into account when making decisions to protect employees' privacy. Setting ethical standards also assists individuals in recognizing where they may have failed in promoting or undermining workplace privacy protection. These ethical standards should be clearly stated so that everyone can comprehend them. Promoting employee autonomy in the workplace is an additional crucial enhancement for promoting workplace privacy laws. There should be workplace guidelines that guarantee employees independence so they can work efficiently and make decisions without private monitoring that could create conflict. Now we will conclude this presentation. In conclusion, privacy in the workplace will continue to produce controversies due to technological advancements that facilitate monitoring and data collection, and the need for more education about the requirements and consequences of privacy in the workplace. Therefore, it is essential to establish a global, legal, and ethical standard for privacy protection within the workplace. Educate individuals and increase effective privacy protection measures to increase workplace privacy transparency. These are the references. Thank you for listening, class, and have a wonderful day.